Hi, Rogues! Welcome to the Rogues Gallery for another Mystery Mischief Monday. Today is a special day for me. It is the 7-year anniversary of the day that I got married. So, I don't know if Philip is awake right now or not. He might pop into chat if he does wake up. But we celebrated yesterday. And so 7 years... It's supposed to be stationery or wool, and so he quite likes stationery. So I got him some nice French stationery that he wanted. It was like blue paper with blue envelopes, and then some like little note cards or like blank greeting cards, I guess, that have pineapples and cacti on them. Mostly for the pineapples though, because we ever since we got married, we started using the pineapple as kind of to replace the heart. So if we're texting or something, we'll use the pineapple instead of the heart emote. And that has to do with the song that we danced to at our wedding. Even though the pineapple has nothing to do with the song that we danced to. So, yeah, it's sort of came about organically, I guess I would say. Hi, Hannah! Thank you for 100 bits. That's so much. Thank you for 100 bits for my anniversary. I was talking about pineapple. So we didn't really plan on doing like a first dance, like how people like dance at their wedding. Like everything was really small. The reception was in the basement of the church where we got married. We had hired somebody to play a record player, and we had a bunch of records that we had gotten, vinyl records. And so they were going to be playing music. We had the record player and hooked it up to speakers. And when we realized we needed a song that we were going to dance to, we decided on a song from the musical Cabaret. And it is, if you've seen the movie, it's not in the movie. They cut out a lot of songs when they made the movie. But so we danced to the song Married. From the musical Cabaret, and so that song is really special to us. But then somehow the pineapple that we use instead of a heart came because of the musical Cabaret. So there's also a song in the musical that's not in the movie that is known as the Pineapple Song, and so it just sort of became this thing that we do. So that's why when I got him stationery, I had to get him pineapple stationery. And I also got him a wax seal with pineapple on it. So that if he wants to seal his envelopes with wax, he has a pineapple imprint that he can put into the wax. He got me a hat that he has told me I have to wear on stream today, which, I mean, I was going to anyway, but he told me I have to. So, I will be putting that on very shortly. Indeed, I do have to do a hat trick because I forgot to turn off that reward on Wednesday, which was the last time I streamed, and Relfexive redeemed a hat trick. So I do have to change my hat on stream today, which I will be doing to put on the hat that I got for my anniversary, which is a wonderful hat. It is not from the same place that the other two hats are from, like this hat here, and this hat here. It's not from the same place as them. This is from an Etsy seller that we found. I'm going to go ahead and do the hat trick. So, Moss Fit is the name of the hat makers. Go ahead and do this. Hat trick! So this is makes it a little hard to look at you in the eye because the brim comes down a little bit, but this is the new hat. I love this hat a lot. 1 second. I dropped my other hat. So yeah. I'm gonna enjoy wearing this hat to like Ren Fair so much. It's gonna keep the sun out of my eyes. It's just, it is a marvelous hat. It's gonna make it hard to maintain eye contact while streaming, which honestly I don't do too well because I have to look down to see the screen. But hi, Adventures of Tony, welcome. So yeah, this hat, it's felted wool, and it is the anniversary present that I got from my husband for our 7-year anniversary, which is today. Of course, as with many LGBTQ plus couples, we have been together a lot longer than 7 years. I do love birds, yes. What? Oh dear. Are you doing something bird related? Did I miss something? I do love birds. But yeah, so we got married in, numbers. 7 years ago, so 2014? Oh! Sorry, I read that very differently, Tony. Yeah, so we got married in like 2014. I'm gonna see if I can make it so I can have my eyes visible. But we got together in 2006, even though we met in 1998. So, yeah, we've been together quite a while. We've known each other a very long time. And, oh no, story time. Yeah, well, okay, so, we, first date, oh geez, I don't even know what our first date was. But I can tell you how we met. So we both went to Shenandoah University, which is in Winchester, Virginia. And so we were there. He was a couple years ahead of me, I guess. He had gone to Graceland University for, I think, 2 years before transferring to Shenandoah. Graceland is in Lamoni, Iowa. But yeah, so we were at Shenandoah, and I had a work-study job in the box office. So Shenandoah, we were both enrolled at the Shenandoah Conservatory. He was majoring in music therapy, and I was majoring in scenic and lighting design for theater. And so I worked in the box office, and he used to just stop by the box office to change out his seats. Basically, like, every single time I worked, and I did not notice this in the slightest. I had no idea that this was happening. And one of the other people that worked at the box office, I think her name was Chrissy, I don't remember, just one day told me that he was stopping by to see me. Like, he made up excuses to come by the box office so he would have a chance to run into me. And so then the next time he showed up, Chrissy like watched the box office, and I went to the side door, and we chatted for a bit. And I mean, ultimately we ended up getting to know each other better. We ended up we're both rechartering members of Phi Mu Alpha Sinfonia new Psi chapter, so that is a men's music fraternity, and we helped to recharter it at Shenandoah. It had been shut down, and so we were part of the group that restarted it. And yeah, so but it all started with just he randomly kept coming by the box office to change his tickets, and I never noticed that it was that he kept coming by. I was oblivious. But yeah, so that's how we met. And then years and years and years later, after he finished grad school and I was living in Iowa, and we finally got together and moved to Minneapolis together. And then a few years later, he arranged for us to go. We went to Pizza Luce, which was kind of like our favorite local restaurant, and he happened to be on call. So he was a residence hall director at the time at Augsburg University, or Augsburg College is what it was then, but it's Augsburg University now. And what I didn't know was that he had arranged, he was going to propose. I think we'd been living together for a few years at that point. Wait, this... Oh, yes. Yes. Tony, yeah, he just stopped by the box office multiple times. I was oblivious, and he was only stopping by there to talk to me, to like get a chance to run into me, and one of the other box office workers had to tell me that that's what it was. But so yeah, he took me out to Pizza Luce. We had dinner, and then on the way back, like, dinner got cut short because he was on call. He was a residence hall director, and he got a call, and so we had to head back. And on the way back, there's the tiniest little park next to Augsburg College, next to Augsburg University in Minneapolis. And so we had to walk through that park to get back. And so he stopped for a minute in the park, and I was like, but you just got a call. Why are you stopping? And it was because he was going to propose. So he proposed to me in I don't remember the name of the park. It's like one block around. Oh, that's not the end of the shenanigans, Tony. He proposed to me in the park on the way back from Pizza Luce while he was heading back to respond to a call. And the ring he got, I don't know how well you can see it. It's kind of a little blurry. Try and get it to focus on the ring. Anyway, it's the makeup hand thingy. I don't know what that means. I don't want it to focus on my face. Anyway, it's a ring. It's got white enamel. Yeah, I don't know. I try and do something like this. I don't know how well you can see it. Anyway, it's from a company called Badali Jewelry, and I had a number of rings and other things from them before. In fact, the background, like the banner on my Twitch channel, you can see little medallions in there that are also by Badali. The actual like Kumihimo cords that are on there, I made the cords and I attached the little medallions from Badali on there. Those are actually the cords from our hand fasting that we had for our wedding ceremony. But yeah, so this ring, I didn't know it existed. Badali had a line of jewelry called Elven rings. And they're all the metal with enamel. And so the enamel I got the green one first, which is the Earth Ring. They're Elven Elemental rings from Badali Jewelry. It's Badali. And so I'd had the Earth one for a long time. It's a green one, and green is my favorite color. And so I had that, and then I had gotten fire, and I'd gotten air, and I had gotten the water ring. So I had the 4 elemental rings, and just wore whichever one matched whatever I was wearing that day. What I didn't know is they had come out with a spirit ring, which is the white one. And so he bought the ring for me that matched the other rings that I had. And that was what he used to propose. That's what our wedding rings are. They're the spirit ring, which I don't believe they sell anymore. And then, so when we eventually did get married, our wedding had a couple of different themes to it, but one of them was kind of the elements. And we did a hand fasting with 6 chords, and the chords were earth, fire, wind, water, and then 2 spirit chords. And we each had 3 attendants, and each of our 3 attendants wrapped one of the chords around our hands, and that was our ceremony. So those chords are what you can actually see. That's actually a photo. The banner on my Twitch channel is a photo from our wedding of the chords that I had made. Yeah, Tony, and at that time I didn't actually know the term two-spirit, but yeah, we had 2 spirit chords. So yeah, that was 7 years ago, and this is our 2nd anniversary in quarantine. The hand fasting ceremony, we got married in his church. So he was raised Community of Christ, and it's a very welcoming church denomination that also uses the Book of Mormon. So I'm not terribly religious when it comes to it, but I know it was important for him, and we got married in his church, which is technically a Mormon church, but not Brighamite Mormon. So there are different denominations of Mormonism, which I did not know before getting to know him. Yeah, so he paid a lot of attention. He did it really, really good. It was the perfect ring. But yeah, so the elder in the church who actually did the ceremony for us had no problem doing the ceremony as a hand fasting. And so, I mean, that's the actual format that the ceremony took for us. And then the vows that we used, Philip had a passage from the Book of Ruth that he wanted to use, which is a passage in the Bible where one woman vows a lifelong commitment to another woman. I'm not well versed in the Bible, but that was the reason why he chose that passage from the Book of Ruth. Because it was the closest thing in the Bible to a same-sex wedding. And so, yeah, that was... I don't usually do just chats, but I've been talking for No, we've been playing a game for 25 minutes already. Hannah, you would probably use a hand fasting in place of a unity candle. Ruth vowed to stay with her mother-in-law, even though Ruth was well within her rights to return home. Yeah, so the words, essentially things committing to your roof will always be my roof, your bed will always be my bed. Those are some of the phrases in it. I would have to look it up because I don't remember all of it. But it was... I know it was really special for him to be able to be married in the church and then to use actual biblical verses for the vows. and for me, I had always wanted to do a hand fasting, and the element of bringing in kind of the elemental nature, the elements of the natural world, and that nod to kind of that spirituality was important for me. If I have to identify religious in any way, I end up identifying as with modern day druidry, which there's information out there about it. It basically it's similar in some ways to Buddhism, where you can practice it without really renouncing any other religious beliefs. It's sort of a philosophy that can be practiced alongside other religious beliefs. And while I'm not terribly religious, I do enjoy the spirituality of kind of looking at the natural world and having reverence for and respect for the natural world. And so that is the one that has resonated with me. Is if you go to, I believe it's druidry.org, where you can learn more about modern day druidry. Ruth completely left her home country, her god, and her family to stay with Naomi. It was a big deal given the culture at the time. Thank you, Hannah, because I was raised by parents who took me to Christian churches up until, I don't remember exactly when we stopped going, but I don't feel like I ever really learned about Christianity, and there's still a lot that I don't know. So I'm happy for the help on that. Yeah, Tony, I'm happy to share. But I have been... Let's see, I should probably pull up the game, since this is supposed to be a game stream, and while we've absolutely been playing Myst for 30 minutes... That's loud in my ears. 1 second. I should probably at least get the game on the screen, too. I mean, it's Monday. It's Mystery Mischief Monday. Chaos is a thing that we enjoy on this channel, so a disruption of plans is absolutely allowed. I'm gonna pause that and try and do this. Game! I have the game up! Yes, Chaos. Also, I will say it was very, very thrilling on Wednesday when the raid came by and everybody like we hit a level 5 hype train on Wednesday, and that is only the second time that has ever happened on my channel. So I very much appreciated that. Let's see. I have to remember where we are, what we're doing. We're in the Stone Ship Age. I don't know how to solve the Stone Ship Age. I don't think there's anything to do down here at the moment. Unless I've missed something on, like, the walls or something. I think this is usually where I end up going first, and I absolutely don't remember any of it. How do I do the light? I think it's F? Yes, F. Oh! More shenanigans around the proposal. Other than that, I had been teasing him for a while. Like, at that time, it wasn't legal for... it wasn't legal for us to get married anywhere in the U.S. But this was back when Beyonce came out with the "If You Like It, Then You Should Have Put a Ring on It" song. And so I used to tease that, or I used to sing that to him teasingly. And so he put a ring on it. Um, but yeah, it was more just the ring that he chose and going out to my favorite restaurant in Minneapolis, which is Pizza Luce. Um, yeah. I mean, I may be basic gay for liking that song, but I'm okay with that. um, what Bay is not basic? There's gotta be a clue that I've forgotten about in here. The Queen. Um, I will say, uh, just briefly, if you have not looked at the news, you won't be surprised by what you find there. But this time, St. Paul, an officer shot and killed a black man in a traffic stop last night in St. Paul, Minnesota. Really, it was in Brooklyn Center, which is in St. Paul. And hours halfway gone in. They had the absolute worst response that they possibly could have had. Why don't you listen to Beyonce, Hannah? So the response of the police, like, they basically dismissed the officer shooting, saying that it was an accident. She was reaching for her taser. Well, number one, like, what was the point in going after the taser in the first place? He wasn't aggressively attacking anybody. They told him they were going to take him into custody, and he got back in his car. That doesn't seem like a justifiable reason to attack someone. He wasn't attacking them. He was trying to run. But the tasers and the guns are carried on opposite sides of the body, so the officer absolutely should have known which side of her body the taser was on and which side the gun was on. And you don't point a gun at somebody unless you intend to kill them. So many things that made me very, 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 very angry reading this news story. Their response, though. In response, there's a curfew in place. You know, that is understandable, I suppose. But they sent out hundreds of police in riot gear and called in the National Guard. That is not a response that de-escalates a situation. That is not a community-focused response. That is not a response that recognizes the grief that the community will have. That is an aggressive escalation of what's going on and will lead to problems. Probably because Beyonce hit popularity when I didn't listen to popular music. I mean, that is totally understandable, Hannah. But if you do care to ever give a Beyonce song a try, the Ring on It song, and specifically the video that goes along with it, is really, really good. Yeah, I haven't seen what they said the reason for pulling him over was. I saw something saying that they claimed he had an outstanding warrant. I saw something saying that the tags on the vehicle were out of date. Neither of which, like, I don't even remember for sure if, I mean, the tags being out of date would be a legal reason to stop someone, but tags being out of date is not, that shouldn't be an aggressive situation. That shouldn't be a situation where it ever leads to somebody being shot. Especially not when the person wasn't being aggressive, there was another person in the car with him too. So anyway, I don't want to focus on that too much, because I prefer to try and keep things more on a positive note, but I'm mad about it. I love the Twin Cities. The fact that, you know, Philip and I lived there when we got engaged. In fact, we got married in Minneapolis. The George Floyd last year hit me really hard because of it. And now Dante Wright. I mean, I don't want any of these killings to keep happening. It hurts me a little bit because these are places I know. These are most of the other shootings have happened in places I'm not terribly familiar with. So while I'm upset about the shootings, I don't have any sort of like personal connection. Just by the fact that I lived there for a decade, I have personal connections to these places. I know Brooklyn Center. I've been to Brooklyn Center many times. I've been to the part of Minneapolis where George Floyd was. I've been, like... I know people that are there still. It has a much more personal feel to it, even though I didn't know the individuals that were shot. And it makes me really mad. And it made me really, really, really angry. The response of, like, just the unspoken response of calling out police in riot gear and bringing in the National Guard. That is not a way to do this without violence. That is a way to try and force violence to happen. I'm walking around in this very pretty game. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do next. And I've been talking and haven't been paying attention. They literally have the trial of Derek Chauvin going on right now in Minneapolis. The trial that is happening because Derek Chauvin killed George Floyd. Happening right now. And this is the response they give. I didn't know that was a thing. Anyway, I'm gonna try and not talk about that anymore. At least not today. Thank you for bearing with me while I got upset. We look in here. Thank you, Tony. Glassware. Cloth. Bolts of cloth. Nothing in that one. Was that the blue page or the red page? Which page did we just pick up? We have the red page. That is the page that we were supposed to be collecting, since we rolled a die and we are doing the red page, or red pages. Isn't there more there's more that we're supposed to do that I haven't done anything with the compass rose, because I haven't remembered what I'm supposed to do with the compass rose. You have a good collection of emotes, Tony. Hannah, thank you for the 100 more bits. That's 200 bits so far today. Thank you. And you got a 1,000 bits badge. I think you might be the first person to get a bits badge on my channel. I don't know. Doing in this room. Okay, who is excited for tonight? And Ravity on Q Times, the Streampunk's doing the 10 Candles horror setting or horror system bachelorette game. I am very excited. I don't know what to expect. I've never seen an episode of The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. I understand there's a rose ceremony where if you're given the rose, you stay? Or is the rose the signal that you leave? I don't know. I really, really do not know how that game works. Wait, why is that blue light flashing? So, yeah, I'm excited for that. And like, this is my entire philosophy with the Streampunks. I have no idea what 10 Candles is. I've never played 10 Candles. I have no idea what The Bachelorette is like, or what The Bachelor is like. I don't know these things. So the combination of The Bachelorette and 10 Candles, I have zero idea what to expect from that. I am still absolutely thrilled and excited to see them play this because the Streampunks are amazing, and I'm excited for Ravity to run a game, and everything that I've heard is that it should end up being absolutely amazing, and I have no reason to think that it won't be. It's scary. Yeah, I mean, it's a reality television show, so you get a rose to signify you are still in the running. Okay. I don't know what I do. Yes. Skull that turns into a rose. Skull, rose. Compass rose. Skull. But what am I supposed to do with the compass rose? Great British Bake Off is a really good show. There's another one from the BBC that is about pottery that's also kind of similar vein to the Great British Bake Off. And I enjoyed that one as well. It was on HBO where I found it. I can't remember the name of the pottery one. What happens if I go to the compass rose while this is set to the skull? Does that do anything? I really do not remember how to finish the stone ship age. Yes, great pottery throwdown. That's the one. I learned so much more about pottery than I had ever known. Wait, am I not supposed to... I thought I was supposed to, like... I do not remember the answer to this. I do not remember where I'm supposed to get the answer to this. I don't know. Part of why you like Great British Bake Off, at least the early seasons, they were educational. Yeah. Great British Bake Off got less enjoyable over time as it got more polished into like a standard reality television show. I kind of feel like it got Americanized. At the beginning it was great, and then yeah, not as good over time. The pottery one, it definitely felt more like closer to a standard reality television show. But I learned a lot about pottery. Tasting history is very good, yes. To do the compass rose to make this room work, if I remember correctly. I could be remembering entirely incorrectly because I do not remember what I'm supposed to do. I do have the red page. I don't think there's currently any way for me to get back, though. I have to solve it in order to get back so I can give the red page. I'm literally... I thought I wrote it as a joke, but I am stuck in the stone age. The stone ship age. Because I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It's fine, Hannah. I remember I've been stuck here every time I've played this game. I don't remember the answer. But I know I have been stuck in the stone ship age every time I've played this game. I know I have to do the compass rose. But I don't remember what I have to do to the compass rose. I think I'm supposed to click on the light bulbs on it in a specific order. I think the blue lights are flashing because I've been to both bedrooms now. But again, I don't remember. So the compass rose. I think I'm supposed to click on light bulbs, but I don't remember which ones. Row 100. 14 more rows to go! I hope you post a picture of it when it's done. Clicking around here does nothing. Clicking on the petals of the rose does nothing. That's north. See, if I click on the light bulbs, they buzz. I am certain I'm supposed to click on them in a specific order. I do not know where I'm supposed to learn what that order is. There's nothing. Give me clues! In the drawers? Can't actually click on anything here. Needle. And some injectable something or other. I forgot that did that. I don't think it actually does any good. I think it's just there to be weird. Well, if I have to be stuck in the Stone Ship Age, at least it is in the updated graphics version, where things look pretty. I don't know. Glasses. Is it on maybe one of the maps in the other bedroom? Let's go check. Run, run, run. Flashlight. I don't remember if the original game had the flashlight or not. I love the flashlight. The flashlight makes this game so much easier. I think it was one of the editions, either in realMyst or in this Masterpiece edition. Just like the actually being able to run using WASD also makes things just smoother. It's the same game, but it just improves the experience. Okay, we have the skull turn. Oh, too bright. Maps imply, like the compass rose implies maps, but none of these have a compass rose on them, which is where I would expect to get the clue. Unless it's going to be from this? No, I can't use this, and I already did use that because I've solved it with the other. But it means nothing until I can get back to Myst, and I can't get back to Myst until I solve the puzzle! Hannah, if you, I'm open to clues. I've played this game before, so it's not really spoiling it for me, and I'd rather not be stuck forever. So if you want to give me a hint, I would appreciate it. And if the hint doesn't help me, then we'll go to full-on walkthrough mode. I'm not going to be too much of a stickler about it, especially on a game that I have played multiple times before and still cannot solve the puzzle. Look through a telescope and note the direction that something flashes. Okay. I know where the telescope is. I didn't remember what I was looking for in the telescope. Right, so telescope is up here. Look for the flashing. Gonna rotate slowly. Looking for the flashing. If you see it, let me know. That was not the flashing, that was lightning. Is it the lighthouse that I'm looking for? Because that would be 135 degrees. Should flash on top of a building. I mean, the only real building that it could be would be the lighthouse. Which we have on, but the battery might have run down. So I'm going to assume that that's it. I can turn the lighthouse, I can make sure it's powered up, and we can double check. Oh yeah, it's completely unpowered now. Yep. It's just the battery in the lighthouse. I've been running around so long that it drained. So I just have to charge the battery again, and then we'll go and confirm that it is the lighthouse, which is the only building that you can see from there, if I remember correctly. Up to the top of the peak. So it was 135 degrees, and there it is. That is the flashing. And I think that's supposed to be like the compass for you. 135 degrees. I still don't know how you're supposed to ever really, like, figure that out. It's not an intuitive leap that I make very easily, obviously. Oh, that's why the blue lights were flashing. The power was out. Because the battery was completely drained. Okay, power is on. We're here. So, 135 degrees. This would be 90 degrees, right? This is gonna be bad. It's gonna be so bad. 180 degrees is a circle. No, 360 degrees is a circle. So 180 degrees is all the way down. So five, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that should be a 90-degree angle. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yeah, 8 more. Get to 1, 8. Okay, so I need 135 degrees. There's no way I ever figure this out. It's gonna be in this arc here somewhere. This is 90 degrees. I guess that would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. No. 0. Yeah, it doesn't work out that way. This is 90 degrees, which is the 8th bulb. This is 45 degrees. 90 plus... Or what's 135 minus 90? You're making me do math. 45, right? Thank you, Kira. Hi, Kira. Got it. Okay. Lights are on. I am not good at arithmetical things. They are something that I encounter and my brain stops. My brain says no. My brain freezes and I stare at them. That has been a thing most of my life. Give me complicated math problems like algebraic formulas and trigonometric things, and those I'm more comfortable with. But when it breaks down to arithmetic, my brain breaks. Kira, you may have missed it, but we did some talking about my anniversary. Thank you for sending me the note earlier today, wishing me a happy anniversary. This hat was my anniversary present from Philip. Yeah, I figured you weren't home yet, so I'm just catching you up. Right, the light is on in here now. Makes me feel like I should be able to do something in here, but yet I don't know what that something is supposed to be. Wait, there's... I think the Stone Ship Age is really, really pretty. I enjoy the idea of the Stone Ship Age. I'm bad at the Stone Ship Age. I cannot for the life of me remember how to solve any of the puzzles in the Stone Ship Age. I don't know even what I'm supposed to be doing at the moment. I just know this room is here and that we haven't done anything in it, which makes me feel like I should be doing something in this room. But I don't remember what. In a minute, Hannah. I think this is the wrong hallway. Lights are still on, which is good. Okay, that's fine, Hannah. I will, bang my head against this for at least 20 minutes then. Have a safe commute. It is not the hallway I wanted. Wanted the blue one. been activated. Lights are on. Oh, I want to go downstairs. You to the rose? That do any good? I don't think it will. But the only thing I can think of. And if anybody in chat has ideas of things you want me to try doing to solve this puzzle, do let me know. Which rose device? The compass rose or this hologram thing? On this? On the compass rose? I don't think there were buttons on it. There were lights on it, and I had to click on the right light, and then all the lights came on. It looks like there's blood on it. Oh dear. I have deactivated it, and must now reactivate it if I want it to be on. So, okay, don't push any of the lights after you push the right light, apparently. All the lights are out. I have to start back at the lighthouse now. About having to start over? That's what you vaguely remember? I don't actually have to spin like this. Oh, you can't even really see it. It's just behind me. Okay. Batteries are fully charged. Let's go do this one again. Down, down, down into the rock. Like, these puzzles, they're not super hard. I just feel like they don't give me the clues I need to be able to solve them. That turns it on, but then what am I supposed to do? Like, I can see... You can see kind of through the glass there, that is the room that we were in before. Something's still flooded. Everything is... So I can only unflood one section at a time. This turns on the power so that it's not relying on the lighthouse anymore. But I can unflood the other section, and that's that red room that I was in that I couldn't figure out what to do. What lower level? I've been down here on both sides. Like, this is... I forget his name. His name starts with an A. This is the blue guy's room. Desk. There's no desk in here. Check the other room. I think that guy's name was Acheron. And Sirius or Cirrus, the other guy. We'll check his room. A desk with a book. So there's a desk here. There's no book, though. Interesting that when you click on the desk, it basically treats you like you're seated in the chair sometimes. But I was looking, so the next place, the only place that we really haven't done anything is down there. And I can unflood that, but then I can't figure out what to do. Yeah, so in here, I can't figure out what I'm supposed to do. There's a desk, but there's no book. Wait, what? I literally just had to click on the top of the desk? That was all it wanted from me? I was down here, I was clicking on everything! And I somehow managed to not click in the right spot to make that book appear. No, I did it after we turned on the compass rose. And I still didn't get the book to appear. Whatever. This is the spot. This is where I always get stuck in this game. And it's the same every single time. Thankfully, I like the look of the Stone Ship Age. Thank you, Kira, for helping me out of the Stone Ship Age. I'm done shipping stones now. Alright, shall we give a page to the red book? Since that is apparently who we're helping. Let's see what he says.
Have returned.
Ah, you have returned.
Additional page.
An additional page.
Free from my prison on this forgotten island of mist.
Free from my prison on this forgotten island of mist.
I see that you are.
I see that you are.
I'm called Cirrus.
I'm called Cirrus.
I need all the red pages.
I need are the red pages.
Bring.
Must search and bring
Two more of the red pages.
2 more of the red.
I am released. I promise.
I am released, I promise.
Don't touch the blue pages.
Warn you, don't touch the blue pages.
That's where for my wicked brother, Acheron.
For my wicked brother Acheron.
He is a man of distorted mind and senses. He disgusts me.
He is a man of distorted mind and senses. He disgusts me.
Do not release Acheron.
Not release
Thirst
Acheron.
for destruction is not.
Thirst for destruction is not.
Never ending.
Bloody,
Bring
never
the
ending.
red pages.
Bring the red pages.
Beg you, please release me from this prison. I promise you will be greatly rewarded.
Please release me from this prison. I promise you will be greatly rewarded.
Must help me.
Must help.
Help me.
Help me. Oh, each page it becomes harder to do that. I really, really wish they had put closed captions in this game. So that I didn't have to repeat things so they get picked up by the captioner. Okay. We have done Mechanical Age, Channelwood Age, and Stoneship Age now. So that leaves us with the Silurian Age, I think. Is that what it's called? Selenitic Age. Silurian. No, it's Selenitic Age. Which I think there might be a book about. I don't know. I don't remember. Channelwood Age we did. Stoneship Age we did. This one is Mechanical Age we did. So Selenitic. What's this one? Oh, that's Mechanical Age. Okay. I think that's the last one we'll do, so we'll do Selenitic next. Hi, Panther Lily Cat. Thank you for stopping by and lurking. If you're at all interested, I do have a lurk command on the channel, so someday somebody will use it and we'll get a fun little message. Let's read about the Selenitic Age, and then we will head there. It has been a while since I have heard only silence, and I enjoy it greatly, I think. For some reason, I do not feel altogether welcome in this new world in which I have arrived. But how could I be unwelcome in an age with no inhabitants? It is, of course, only in my head. This world is very beautiful, but I think I have yet to ever write in a journal that an age I have linked to is horrid or disgusting. From the grassy hill where I am standing, I can see green fields below, along with a few scattered forests. A rather large lake looms some distance from where I am standing, yet the water's blue can be seen plainly from here. The air is fresh, and the sky is sparkled with white clouds. It is absolutely breathtaking, and yet, that strange feeling again. Perhaps it is the hot breeze that continues to blow from the north. Hotter than I would have imagined. It almost singes my skin, and I feel quite uncomfortable when it comes. I will try to ignore it. Night has almost arrived, and the sunset is spectacular. Oranges and reds have settled above the western horizon. Though night has come, the horizon still glows red long past the sunset. Dark reds flow from the horizon and blend into the black sky. Again the feeling, and I am beginning to believe it is not all in my mind. I must sleep now. I will need my strength to explore more tomorrow. I have had to return home due to an unpredictable natural occurrence more frightening than I have ever experienced. I was awakened by terrible shakings in the ground and explosions on all sides of me. Gigantic balls of fire were falling from the sky, and I immediately left in fear of my life. I must remember to bring a Myst linking book with me when I return in case the one left there has been destroyed or damaged. I have returned to a different world than the one I left only 3 months ago. It has been transformed into a barren desert land with only gigantic craters scattered across the land to provide variety. Strangely enough, the small grassy hill where I spent my first night remains exactly the way I found it. Apparently, the falling meteors did not hit this area, leaving an oasis in the midst of this horrible desolation. The hot wind I remember has turned into a rather pleasant breeze, which is at least one improvement. I fear it is the only improvement. The magnificent lake I saw on my first visit is now completely dried up. However, another lake now exists and appears to be quite a bit larger. I assume one of the falling meteors created this lake due to its circular shape and the jutting rock that grows out of the center of the lake. The rest of this world seems like a desert, although I will verify that statement with closer inspection. Though this world has little visual excitement to offer, it offers much to the ears. Sounds constantly flow through my ears, and I have found where a few of them originate. It seems, as Catherine says, I do find beauty in everything. Last night, I was awakened by a horrible hissing. I was sweating, and the heat was so intense that I immediately dipped my head in a nearby stream to cool it down. The hot breezes had returned, along with a low roar from the ground. I walked a short distance to observe some red flames shooting up from the earth. Suddenly the ground began to crack and a huge chasm opened. The chasm continued to grow until it was far too wide to cross. Then the tumult subsided, leaving only a dull roar. I have decided, however, I can use the chasm to my advantage. Perhaps the heat from the chasm can be harnessed. Little illustration. Collect heat. Radiant chasm. Even as the chasm has ripped into the surface of this world, it has opened up a whole new world to explore. A whole new world. Although uncomfortably hot, I found it possible to reach the cave in the chasm that had been created, and have now explored deep into the crust of this planet. I have found a vast underground cave system that will take many years to map and explore. I will also look for a safer way to reach the underground than through the chasm wall. This age seems to change on its own, so I feel I should leave again and see if things are different when I return. It is also important that I check on Cirrus and Achenar, and make sure everything is going along well. When I return, I also hope to bring back some tools I will need for my plans to explore the underground. The abundance of raw material here is beginning to amaze me. I have returned with some of the complex tools I knew I would be needing. I assumed I would have to return for more basic materials, however. It seems as though I will be able to find everything I need here. Of course, iron is abundant, but I have also found titanium, occurring naturally. I am all the more excited to begin work. Everything is set, and I look forward to tomorrow. My raw materials are all here. I think I will be able to have most of my additions to this age completed within 1 year. I so love working with my hands, whether writing or building. I began today on the bridge. I think that's what it says. It fades out. The magnetic load will work well, and I have decided to... There is an illustration of a compass and a radio telescope. 3 meters is not enough support for the beams, although... And then another break. Amazingly strong. And a break. And then there's the ship. The rocket ship looking thing. Has to be one of my most prized inventions. I am extremely... Could never have imagined it to come together quite as... I doubt. Could possibly work with 14 instead of 8. Completely fatigued. I am so happy to have completed... Tomorrow. I am leaving today in order to bring back Cirrus and Achenar. I have left them alone in Channelwood. I believe they will enjoy all there is to see here. The age seems to have stabilized. I believe the meteors set off a period of volcanic activity by piercing into the shallow crust, but the tremors have become few. I have just noticed that a large amount of this journal has curiously vanished from the very pages on which I wrote over the last 18 months. Fortunately, I have copied many of my construction notes in another journal. I do not understand the many mysteries of this world, but I trust I will discover logical answers to my questions. I have a feeling that many of my questions can be answered in another age to which I hope to travel soon, but for now I must simply accept this world's mysteries and take pride in my accomplishments. And then we have the piano illustration that I've already copied down into notes from the last. And what would appear to be a map, an overhead aerial map of Selenitic age. So, our current quest then is to figure out how to open the door on the rocket ship that is over here. at the moment it is locked. It needs power. So I will have to get it. We do have this white page here that we've managed to get, but I still don't know what the white page is for. I don't know where I'm supposed to take it. I had thought maybe it would go in here, but there doesn't seem to be anywhere in here to put it. Don't think that's right, because we did this a long time ago. That's where the book was to get us to the stone ship age. Could go up there. That was the mechanical age that we unlocked with the clock. That gave us the clue we needed to get the stone ship. This room got us the tree. I really think it's only this. We have to solve this and get it to power the thing. So power at 88, power to ship, no. Power to ship. I don't know what setting we're going for, though. The rocket ship P is 59 volts. I don't know how the generator switches work, though. They're numbered 1 through 10 in 2 columns. That's 1 and gives me 10 power. Let's take notes and find out. How's that for a way to approach a puzzle in a puzzle game? All right. Dial. I'm just drawing them for illustrative purposes. They look like little funny people. Hi, Hannah. I did manage to exit the stone ship age. Now I'm trying to figure out how to get into the rocket ship so we can do the selenitic age. We have 10 buttons. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it was as simple as I simply had to go in there and click on the top of the desk, which I thought I had done, but apparently had not done. So I click on the first one and it gives me 10 power. I click on the second one, it gives me 7 power. The third one gives me 8 power. The fourth one, 16 power. Number 5 gives me 5 power. Number 6 gives me 1. 7 gives me 2. 8 gives me 22. Generator 9 gives me 19. And generator 10 gives me 9. And I need 57. 59, sorry. So, let's see. If I do generator 7 to give me 22 power, plus generator 3 to give me 8 more, that gives me 30. $59. That should give me 40. This should give me 56, 58, and 59. That gave me an achievement, Journeyman Electrician. Okay. So, generators are on now. But I need to actually make the power go. No? Don't have to do that? I assumed I had to do that. Do I not need to do that? I feel like it would be letting me know if they had power. And it is not. Oh, apparently they do have power. Here's the piano that we need. What do you do? Ah. Sound-based equipment. Got it. The game sounds way different in a good way? I'm glad to hear that it is in a good way. One of our very first Myst notes was to put this piano in our notes, because it was one of the first clues if you just look at the books. So first key is that one. Hopefully I didn't have to hold them longer than that. Let's pull this lever and see what happens. Oh. 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 It's a sound puzzle. So first is that note. Okay. You have to be able to match pitch. Hey. This. Okay, I think that was the same note. Third note is this one. Wait. Third note is this one. I think that's where it was. 4 is okay. This is a lot harder than than I think the game designers thought it would be. I'm not terrible at matching pitch, but still rather difficult to make to. I don't know if I've hit the right notes or not. All right, I think that's it. Apparently I got it right. Because we have unlocked the book for the Selenitic Age. I managed to play the tune! Don't make me do that to get back. It's gonna make me do that to get back, isn't it? Wow. Well, this is certainly different than what was described in the book. In the book, there was a hill covered with grass, surrounded by a desert, full of craters. Instead, we have rock surrounded by water. Oh, it's more sound puzzle. This is the world of sound. Broken clock. Right. Oh, shoot. Okay. I remember this puzzle. I don't... Like, that doesn't mean I remember exactly what I have to do to solve it, but I remember it's a sound-based puzzle. And so this is... I don't remember what's important to pay attention to. Got... Just gonna draw the symbol. And this is gears ticking. Right. And water. I just don't remember if the water is like an always there thing or not. Okay, let's go to the trees here. Ah, yes. This is the sound of falling water. Blue page. I don't want the blue pages. Waves. Droplets. Running water. The downside of Myst is that the puzzles are not kind to the hearing impaired. That is 100% true. This entire island cannot be solved if you can't hear it. And they never bothered to put in any sort of closed captioning or assistance for hearing impaired. This is realMyst Masterpiece Edition, which is like the most updated and enhanced version, and it still doesn't have closed captions, even for the spoken word portions of it. Like, I enjoy the game, but that is a problem. Alright, so the lightning bolt-shaped crack. I don't remember how many symbols I'm going to have to draw either. Waves that I drew very poorly coming out of it, and this is it. I'm describing this sound as hot, which will have meaning for me at least. Right, okay. We've been there, we've been there. Island out there is the only one. Wait. There's an urn. Okay, so this sounds like bamboo pipes and water. It is a monolith! Okay. This is the sound of obelisk. Yes, that is what an obelisk sounds like, in case you did not know. It sounds like bamboo pipes. I don't know why an obelisk sounds like bamboo pipes, but it does. Okay. Lovely to have all of these sounds. I don't know what order I need to be. Oh, jeez. Wow. That bat just really scared the crap out of me. So Riven is the second one, and then 3, 4, and 5 are additional sequels. I have not played any of the sequels. I did buy the entire pack on Steam, so I do plan to play Riven and then 3, 4, and 5 at some point. But I, so far, have not played any of the sequels. I enjoy this kind of game. So yeah, I definitely plan to. Wait, what? I wanted to click on the button. Am I not allowed to click on this button? The whooshing water coming out of a hole in the, or whooshing air coming out of a hole in the ground. I don't get to know what that sound is. I'm gonna draw it. Up, up. With a curly cue. curlicue. Alright. Well, let's see what's down here. Is this the underground maze that I absolutely hate? I don't remember. I think it might be. Or might not be. Ah. I'm very glad there's a flashlight in this game. Oh, okay, so this is the island. Oh. Oh! Alright. So, 229.3? Don't know what I'm looking for. Okay, I think I need to align them. Like this 53.4, that should be the clock. Steam is telling you this game doesn't look like other things you've played in the past. Accurate, but doesn't mean I wouldn't like it. Yeah, it's... I like this style of game. I think I actually enjoyed The Room more. But The Room is newer, too. This is an older game and was really kind of one of the first in this style. Hannah, thank you for resubscribing at Tier 1 for your second month. That means so much to me. And you have been very consistent in being here for like basically all of my streams, and I really appreciate it. So thank you. That's the monolith, and it's at like 15.2. Which is not where I need this to be. 0.4. I don't know how accurate I have to be with these. We're going to call this 52. But the monolith here, this one needs to be at 15. Yes, I do think that the clock is stuck at the 12 position, but one of the hands is completely gone from the clock. Like, it is completely a broken clock. We'll call this 15. Adjust if I have to. Alright, so running water, hot, and whatever that is. Running water. Don't know where the running water is. Rotate until I find it. Oh wait, this is hot. The sound of hot. I think that's going to be this one. The whooshing wind coming up out of the hole. Which is the sound that we kind of are hearing right now. I don't know, though. That one, running water is going to be around 134. Oh, it's not approximate numbers, they're actual numbers. So 115.4. So I'll have to double check the other ones. Alright, so this is somewhere around 134. One 133.1. 133.1. 115.4. 52.0. 15.7. This one, we shall see. Not there. Nope. Nope. Did I go completely the wrong way around the circle? Yes, I did. Indeed, I did. Did I pass it by? Not there. Where is it? That's not it. Is it? Okay, yeah, this is where it is. But it's not currently turned on, so it's not letting me know. How do I turn it on? Alright. Back through this tunnel, see if we can figure out how to turn this on. Just want to push the button. Let me push the button. There we go. That was harder than it needed to be to figure out. And those bats keep scaring the heck out of me. I don't know if you could see it, but I absolutely jumped when they just flew through. Okay. 202.7. .7. Oh, shoot. Alright, so that was monolith. Water. Wind. Hot. Clock. Which should be the order that I need to unlock that room. Incidentally, we definitely saw a blue page, but I never saw the red page. Which is the one that we actually want. Oh, I need to keep my eye out for the red page. Alright. Run over here and just make sure there's no red page. Nope, no red page. So far, we know where Akinar's page, but not where Cirrus's page is. And honestly, I don't want to free either of them, but I think you're kind of expected to make a choice. No red page, no red page, no red page. So it's the sound of the gears. It clicks over and then it keeps trying to turn. Blue page. I don't want the blue page. Where's the red page? Although, the blue page being out here by the flowing water makes me feel like Akinar would be much nicer, but also I know that Akinar is not nice, and that Cirrus is not nice, and that they're both horrible people that you should never help. .404, page not found. Indeed. We'll come back over here to the clock. So it's trying to click over. It ticks forward, but then it just returns. It's very clearly a broken clock. Like the main gear here with the I don't know. This might have just been another. I don't know how big clocks work. Still right twice a day. That is true. Red page, where are you? Cirrus wants you, and I can't finish the game without you. Oh, there it is. I have the red page. Now let's see if we can get back to Myst. I believe I have solved the puzzle. Right. First is the monolith sound. That would be the monolith sound. Second is the running water. That one. Third is the wind sound, which was this, if I remember correctly. Fourth was hot. The blasting furnace. And last is the clock. Aha! We have solved the door. I did much better here than in the Stone Ship Age. Okay, I thought this was just going to take me to the book back to Myst. Seems rather creepy. It's a submarine? Okay, this is not Subnautica. I don't want to go cruising through underwater depths. Is there water down there? Wow, that is a deep tunnel. Okay. Oh, no, 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 I don't want to. This is what I thought this age was going to be. I forgot all about the sound puzzle. This is an underground maze. I am not going to start the underground maze today. We will do the underground maze next week. I'm going to double check and just see. I don't think Amy has started streaming yet. Oh, no, Amy's channel is live. So we're going to call this a stream. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to save over Stone Ship with Selenitic. I'm going to pop us into the chatting screen. Hannah, thank you so much for coming by. I hope that I will see you on Wednesday. Wednesday at 2:30 p.m. Here and on VTUL Studios channel. I will be doing archival adventures. And this week we are going to do the 40th anniversary of Denim Day Oral Histories. I've decided not to do April 16th materials this year. I really feel like I need to have a chance to sit down and look at the materials beforehand for that topic, and so I want to wait and do that after we are back in the building regularly. Since I am still primarily working from home, I didn't feel like I can really do that collection at this time. So we're going to do Denim Day on Wednesday, and they are video interviews, so I will pull them up and we'll take a look at some clips and segments of some of the oral histories from members of the Virginia Tech LGBTQ+ community from 1979, when they were interviewed 2 years ago about the 40th anniversary of Denim Day, which was a day in 1979 when students were asked, well, the Virginia Tech community was asked to wear denim to show support for gay rights. And I will leave the interviews to tell you what happened. I actually was very involved in the creation of these interviews, so it'll be one where I actually know a lot more about the topic. But yeah, that is happening on Wednesday on this channel and on the twitch.tv/VTUL Studios at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we will be starting Ultima 3 Exodus on Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It is supposed to be the most popular of the original Age of Darkness trilogy of the Ultima games. So I'm excited to start that one. As with the first two, I don't think that I've ever actually played it. I've probably seen it played before. But we'll start off on Saturday by looking at the manual and reading through kind of the story that was provided in the manual, and kind of get a sense of how it's going to be different from the first two games. And then we'll dive into character creation and start playing that game. So I hope that you all will stop by for one or both of those streams, and we will return here on next Monday, same time, 5 p.m. Eastern, for more Mystery Mischief Monday. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and set up the raid. We will be raiding Enthusiamy's channel for a spoilery discussion of Falcon and Winter Soldier. If you are not caught up and are not ready for a spoilery discussion of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that's totally fine. Hang on one second. It's given me weird stuff on this raid. Yeah, okay. You can pop on in and say hi, and then you can duck out. That is totally acceptable, but definitely looking forward to talking about the latest episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I will see you all next time, and thank you for coming by. Everyone who was here, whether you were chatting, whether you threw bits, whether you subbed, whether you were just lurking, that is totally fine. It is all absolutely wonderful, and I enjoy every moment that I get to spend with you all. So thank you, and I will see you next time.